I believe that God has a special place for mothers. He has a special trust in mothers. He created us specially because, for us Christians, and I believe among the Muslims as well, they believe that children are a gift from God. The Bible says children are a gift. The Muslim will say it is Allah who gives children. And he decides to give you a boy or a girl. So whichever one Allah gives you, you take. And you work with it. And you raise that child. So as women, we have a charge to keep. I'm a feminist. I believe and I fight. I don't understand why so much pressure. But truth of the matter is, when it comes to children, when it comes to raising children, when it comes to the development of a nation, which comes from the raising the kind of children we raise, because it takes human beings to develop a nation, to grow a nation. All the ills and the good in a society are caused by the human beings raised by people. As we talk about women rising and doing the right thing, I call on women, let us rise and raise our children well. May God help us. Let us rise and do the right things by our children. The things we hate to see in our society, the things that the corruption we are talking about, the wickedness, the bad decisions we are talking about, let us change that by raising our children right. Let us raise children who have the confidence, the boldness, knowing who they are, knowing where they are coming from. Standing for righteousness. Standing for honesty. And it starts from you and I. As mothers, let us know who we are, because we can't give what we don't have. If I am HIV negative, I'm not going to give my child HIV. If I'm HIV positive and I do the right thing, I won't pass it on. No mother in her right sense will deliberately pass on this virus to that child. Knowledge is power. An empowered woman is knowledgeable. An empowered woman seeks knowledge. The Quran talks about it, seek knowledge as far as to China and back. And those days, China was the farthest part of society or the world. So there's no limit to seeking knowledge. Grandmother, mother, great-grandmother, seek knowledge. Let's do right for our children. Let's do right by our children. And let's raise children who are free to shine, free to flourish, free to lighten the world, free to walk boldly and confidently. If you're a mother out there and you didn't know, and your child is HIV positive, you can't kill yourself. Maybe you didn't know. Now you know. Go back to the hospital. Get him or her help. There's medication. We know people who have lived with it for over 20 years. That child can still live. If your child is negative, please make sure that he or she stays negative. Ultimately, you, the mother, know your status. Know your status, because knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Knowing you are negative or positive gives you some power and gives you an opportunity to do right. God is faithful. I'm a woman with super crazy faith in God. I know with God all things are possible. In fact, I'm a walking miracle and full of testimonies. But guess what? I know God has given us wisdom. Let's apply it. Thanks for watching. See you same time next week. Bye for now.